Today you will practice making some really basic brush strokes and also learning how to mix up enough paint. So as far as your supplies, you'll need some water, your number 12 and your number 6 watercolor brush, and your palette, a couple of pieces of paper towel, and then your watercolor pad, not your drawing pad. Make sure it's your watercolor pad. So I started by putting a few drops of water in each of the little paint areas to soften the paint. I'm using my number 12 brush to mix, just gently pulling some paint out, adding water to it. This can be a little tedious, so you have to just be patient and keep going until you mix up enough. Just gently pulling some pigment out with my brush, adding more water. You're basically making your own paint, so it's going to take a little bit of time. So I'm going to stick with my number 12 brush. I'm loading it up with paint and then just running it against the side to get the drips off. And while I'm doing that, I'm also forming the tip of it so it makes a nice thin tip. Now I'm going to hold my hand so that the side of it is running down the paper like this, so that's in contact, holding the brush right up at the ferrule and almost straight up and down. I'm going to see if I can make some very, very thin lines. You want to do this right next to the binding on your watercolor pad. And I'm making these lines right next to each other, so they're super tight. What I want you to see here is how versatile a big brush can be if it's a good brush and has a nice tip on it. So even though it's really big, I can make some pretty tiny lines. And that can be nice if you're working and you don't have to go in and refill your brush all the time, because a big brush will hold more paint. I'd like you to continue to just make these straight lines, get as straight as you can. Going down the side, you can practice this on a different sheet if you'd like to, or just on some regular printer paper would be good too. Make about 6, 7 of these, or at least until you feel like you've gotten the hang of it. And you're going to want to have everything kind of on the left side of your paper, so we're just going to use half of your paper for today. So now I mixed up another color. I've made this reddish orange. And so you can mix up another color. It could be any color you want. You might want to save your blues, like the light blue, because you're going to need a bunch of that for your landscape painting. So maybe don't use your light blue, but you can use any other color you'd like to. All right, so now I'm going to do the same thing. I'm holding the brush in the same way, and I'm just using the tip. And what I want you to notice here is how wide your line can be. So I'm pushing down, starting out really thin, and then just pushing the brush down as I go down to make this ribbon. Just like this. I'm holding it right next to the paper, like that, and then pulling back up again, back and forth. I'm going to add a little red to my paint. Again, I'm holding it straight up and down, pushing down, bring it up, down, so that I get some very thin lines and some thicker. And I'd also like you to try using your number 6 brush, your smaller watercolor brush. Again, you need to load it up with paint and then just tip it on the side to get any excess off. Hold it close to the ferrule, hold it straight up and down, and then I'm just using the side of my hand on the paper to stabilize my hand as I'm coming down. You'll notice that it ran out of paint at the end, and that's because the brush is smaller. It just doesn't hold as much paint. So for this next stroke, I've added more paint, so that hopefully it doesn't run out until it gets to the end. So I'd like you to make 5 or 6 of these. Keep them really close together. They can overlap. You can change up the color. Do it till you feel comfortable. Make sure you keep everything on this side of your paper because you're going to be using the rest for other things.